Let's go. First episode was really good. I think this is going to follow up with it. It didn't have the red intro like it did last time. That's quite interesting. Slukamai. It just might be. If it is cut Lawquane, that's actually kind of awesome. Oh, that's a pretty cool creature. Big shame DMCA exists. Oh, she's like probably like barely seen sun. Camino is like rarely sunny. If I can remember correctly. Yeah. That would be dirt. It's kind of wholesome. Her finding out what dirt is for the first time. Wow, I think it actually is cut Lawquane. When people said that it could be cut Lawquane, I didn't think that was likely. Just because he appeared in one episode in season 2 or something like that. But I think they're right. Deserter. Yeah, he's got a point. But did the chip hit his? Yep, there she is. He has some nice facial hair now. But I wonder. Wait, Rex has been by. She knows about it? Okay, so he knew it was a chip too? Oh, look at that. They're all grown up. They look so different. See you, dude. What are they doing? imagine, imagine these voice actors getting a call years later. Hey, come back to play these random kids. It's kind of cool that they brought back Cut Lawquane, though. she, she caught them all. Oh man. I love Cut Lawquane's lamb chops or mutton chops. Lamb chops. But yeah, Cut Lawquane's mutton chops are awesome. I like how Hunter's face basically has a skull on it, so it's gonna be difficult to miss him. Chain code. Already implementing Imperial credits. What if you just got in your ship that you easily landed with? Past the fence. It's kind of funny how she can. It's kind of crazy how she can just snipe a a rifle out of Crosshair's hands, but can't throw a ball. Oh, that's why. Oh, I think that is the same creature from Attack of the Clones. This one's like skinny though compared to the One in Attack of the Clones. Oh, he just has a knife. Wrecker looks funny. She just needs a father's touch. Why can't you just like take them on your ship? I mean, admittedly, they'd probably need chain codes eventually, but still. Hmm. Kind of noble. Obviously, she won't go with Cut and Sue, so. But still. Bold strategy. I like how once she took off her thing. Oh, the ship's impounded. Omega's on. You two didn't know that she was up there? It's being clamped down. Echo's helmet just looks so cool. Every time I see it, I think it looks so badass. said Roger that. Seems seems a little droid of you, Echo. Now I'm curious if we'll see Imperial soldiers in this episode. In this series. I hope we wouldn't see Imperial. If we saw Imperial armor in this episode, that'd be crazy. That was way too smooth. I'll never get over how good this looks. There is no way that the clones shouldn't recognize, especially if Clone Force 99 is popular or well known, then they would absolutely recognize Hunter, right? Because half of his face is a skull. Oh no. Omega's gonna take the discs and try to hand them over. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, that she was gonna take the discs. Especially once they walked away and she looked at him. No, there's a situation. Oh, that's big rough. Well, at least Wrecker straight up just punched a dent into the. Wrecker is like the replacement of Zeb. I was so confused. Well, well, she actually is going with. Wow, it is taking Echo a hot minute to unclamp the ship. Nah, she's going to run away and meet up with them right before they leave. Oh. Oh, wow. Straight up Merc. Rex going to straight up just pull it off. Yeah, that works too. That works too. Should have done that in the first place. Yep, there she is. There she is. He almost got caught, which makes sense. They just got distracted from 99. I'm glad someone actually noticed though. Otherwise, they'd just be like, really? Sure, he has mutton chops, but it's not like clones don't have crazy facial hair to begin with, or just hair in general. Well, that was kind of as expected. Is Wrecker just doing curls with a gonk droid? Okay. Yeah, that like father-daughter, like uncle-daughter connections already happening. I mean, it was pretty prominent in episode 1 too, but really grew in that episode. That episode was pretty good. Pretty good. I'm assuming there's no end credit scene or anything like that. Yeah, no. All right. Awesome. Well, oh, whoops. All right, let's stop it. And then let's go here. But yeah, overall, that episode was solid. I mean, it was kind of like one of those sort of generic Clone Wars episodes, you know. Um, it was actually really cool that they actually met up with Cut Lawquane, because I didn't expect them to do that, because I didn't think of any reason for them to actually do that. Especially when people brought it up at the end of the last episode, like, oh, Seleucumai sector or system, that's where Cut Lawquane was. I was like, I mean that's possible. But I was figuring it was going to be like someone else. But when it said an old friend, I was like, it's definitely more than likely that, and not like Saw Gerrera or anything like that. But overall, I thought the episode was pretty good. Bringing back Cut Lawquane and his family was really cool. And then kind of just seeing them in updated animation style was just kind of nice, because that is like the perfect way. Well, other than just looking at clones in general, that's like a perfect way to compare their animation capabilities now compared to then, which that original episode probably came out in what, 2009? Let's actually see. Clone Wars The Deserter aired January 1st, 2010. So if you think about it, the actors who play, because it sounded like they got the exact same actors and the actor and actress that played the kids the first time around. Sounded like they got the exact same ones this time around. So it's kind of funny to think about how they got like the same role 11 years later. So that's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, overall, I thought that episode was really good. Let's give it a rating. It's definitely worse than. Oh, it's called Cut and Run. Right. Right. Let me just make sure that I spelled that correctly. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but you never know. Yeah. But yeah, episode 2, Cut and Run, which now even explains further that it's more than like it was definitely going to be Cut Lawquane. I'm just going to give it a flat 7. I think the episode was good. It brought back Cut Lawquane, which was really cool. But I think overall, it was just an alright episode. I mean, it built the connection between Hunter and Omega, so that's nice. That kind of build up that kind of importance. Let's turn that down a bit. It built up that connection between those two, and that's definitely, as it's been stated in multiple interviews, that's going to be like a main focus of this series. So it's kind of good that they're kind of building that relationship this early on, and I think they're being pretty successful at it. But yeah, overall the episode is kind of like, I don't know, thin normal, not exactly filler episode, but just it was just, it's not people, it's going to be hard, because I guarantee people are going to say it's a filler episode because there's no like major plot points that happen in it, which I think is fine, because they need to build up that connection, like I mentioned. But overall, the episode was pretty good. It went back to this Lawquane. It built up the kind of how severe and how quickly the Empire implemented its tactics and laws. Like immediately implemented chain codes. Because it's probably been maybe a few days since the Empire started, and now they're already creating chain codes. So that's like a drastic change for a whole entire galaxy to conform to. And it's kind of crazy that people weren't like more against this. It's like all those people cheering in Revenge of the Sith when he was like saying, "I'm going to build a new galactic empire." Are they cheering now? Because I have a feeling they'd be like, "Oh, this is what we're getting into." Shit. Oh man, but yeah, the episode was all right. I'll get a flat 7. But what do I mean, honestly, I don't know. There was that one scene where Omega took off and that like little uh head circlet kind of thing, and then like and looked at it and like felt she seemed sad. So I'm assuming it's just like her missing Camino. But it was also kind of cool how when they arrived at Camino that she was like dirt, and she was like astonished by dirt. Which makes sense because she's only been on Camino, and then when the doors opened, she was like blinded by the sun, which I mean, almost every single time we see Camino, it's like dark. So I'm actually curious how much sun Camino gets. Because that would be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a sunny Camino scene. But I mean, I'm sure they get some sun. But not to the extent of Seleucami. But yeah, solid episode. I am looking forward to next week. But yeah, I have no idea what they're gonna do. There's so much that they could do. Cut did say that Rex went through just like a day ago, so that's actually really cool. And he mentioned how clones have chips in their heads, so then that was kind of introduced to the group. But Tech said that he already figured it out. So I don't know why he wouldn't have brought it up. He was like, oh, they're probably being they're programming through a chip. I think he should have said that last episode, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, at the same time, I was trying to think why or if the Order 66 should have changed Cut at all, because I mean, it seemed to have changed other clones' personality and demeanor entirely. So unless Rex helped Cut remove his inhibitor chip, which wouldn't really make any sense because it's not like they had the abilities to there. I'm wondering what was happening there. If anything. Because once Order 66 hit, clones were like, good soldiers follow orders. So if Cut does have his inhibitor chip, I'm curious why it didn't affect his personality at all. But maybe we'll find out later. But yeah, that was a solid episode too. And next week, who knows what's gonna happen? They have an entire galaxy to themselves, but I have a feeling that Rex will be introduced pretty soon. I'm assuming within the next 2, maybe 3 episodes, and then we might have him for maybe the duration of the rest of the series, which would be kind of nice. Just because, yeah, the Bad Batch are friendly faces and familiar faces. Rex is even more so and a more beloved character. But yeah, we'll see you next week. And if you want to watch my reaction live, you can catch me on Friday at 6:30 a.m. roughly 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be doing a live reaction and review of Bad Batch Episode 3. I almost said Clone Wars. It's not Clone Wars. And then likely doing some Terraria afterwards, which is what I'm going to do right now. But yeah, that was a solid episode. Also, I'm pretty sure Omega puts that like circlet back on, because I remember seeing in the trailer that when she had that what seems like a Dathomirian witch bow that she was using in the trailer. And if I remember correctly, she has her circlet on, but it's possible that maybe they just edited that out for some reason, just to avoid that, not necessarily a spoiler, but that reveal.